sunny today, but it has been absolutely freezing at night time. I think the temperatures in the greenhouse have been down to like -3, so it has been a little bit nippy. But actually, we've had no rain for about a good week now, because it consistently rained for like 2 or 3 months in a row. So it's nice to have some sunshine. But today I'm just come up to the plot. I did just film a couple of allotment tour plots. We'll call it tour of the plots. So I may upload those up before this one. So whatever order, you better check them out. But today I've to do, well, one, I'm absolutely knackered because I've just brought up 15 more bags of compost in the Wix offer. So they're £4 each. And the offer ends on, I think it's next Wednesday. So probably will order some more, because why not at the price? You know, it's fairly good stuff. It's not all manure, it's just a mixture. I did show in another video of the mixture of it all. And I've ordered some more planks of wood to finish off this stretch here. And what I'm going to do in today's is give this a bit of a revamp. So I'm going to board it around the edges. So the pathway's got an edge for the artificial grass, which has got a little bit more to put down. And then it too just makes this bit look all nice and neat. So yeah, I'm going to dig this all over, try and get that post out. God knows how. I'm going to leave the artichoke in because it's a shame, and the ladybugs, which are all climbing over at the moment, because they seem to like it. And because I've said in other videos that actually nobody uses this pathway apart from me, because next door can't use it really because there's a massive drop. So I'll leave that to flower this year, and then probably end of next year I'll dig that up and move that probably more central into the bed, so then I've got the pathway back. And also I think there's more of those posts in here as well, so but they shouldn't matter too much because they're on the very edge. But it's just this one's going to be a pain in the butt to get out of because it's quite a way in the ground. But yeah, so that is my plan of action for today. But we'll go around plots just to check everything, pop in a polytunnel, see how the seedlings are getting on. But again, potatoes haven't come up yet, which is a good thing because of the frosts, and they probably won't do for a couple more weeks yet to come. Obviously got the back end of the pond, ignore the rubbish at the end. I did sow about a week ago the nasturtiums and sweet peas. They haven't come up yet, but these are actually, so the temperature did drop down to -8 up here. The one down the bottom there in the polytunnel was down to -3, so just wondering, this one being up higher gets a bit more chillier up here. So hopefully the seedlings are alright. If not, I do have about 5,000 more sweet pea seeds at home. But let's go down to the other plot and check out what's going on down there. God, don't you just love days like today? It's so quiet as well, but it is only about 9 o'clock in the morning. So down on the first plot, the daffs are just coming to the end, so they're going to start to need to be chopped back soon, and kind of get this bed prepared for all the kind of wildflowers and that, which I need to start sowing. Got a load of this it's Nigella seeds. This absolutely went everywhere last year. They're all in the pots in the ground. I'll pop a little picture for those that don't know what they look like, but they're like little alien plants really. But they all come in a variety of colours as well, but these ones are just the plain blue. But yeah, the raised beds. Again, I think it's been too cold for them to start properly growing, but they survived the frosts anyway, the sweet peas. But I'll plant some more in them when the others are ready. Obviously, beds are still covered. Obviously, this bit needs a little bit of work, but the bees love this. I think it's like a type of nettle family, but it doesn't sting or anything, but they're quite pretty. So I'll leave them as much as I can. I did notice as well, the apple tree is just starting to bud. So all this and all along here, the apple trees, there is some fruit bushes that I did cut down last year. So I'm hoping they'll survive. If not, I'm not to worry, because then I can revamp this area. Just check inside the polytunnel. Oh, it's steamy in here. Yeah, so that one dropped down to -3 in here. So I don't know how correct, but it did get up to 51 the other day. So sunflowers seem okay. I think these storage tubs are a bit more protective as well if it gets cold. Sunflowers, I did just move them up because they were down below. I think they're trying to reach for the light more. So they were only sown last week, some sweet peas, so they haven't come up yet. And some tomatoes, I believe. No, not tomatoes, sweet peas. I think there's tomatoes in here. Yeah, tomatoes, which I need to prick out once they get a little bit bigger. I'm trying to do this with my glasses steamed up, which is quite hard. Sweet corn, okay. Still early days. They're kind of more of a trial to try and get an earlier batch. Another variety of sweet corn. A couple more sunflowers. Again, some sunflowers in there. Now this one, a bit of a boo-boo. Somehow pots must have got mixed up while potting up, because got some sunflowers and sweet peas. A little combination going on there. But label says sweet peas, but must have sown a few sunflowers in pots and then got them mixed up. But never mind. I'm trying to de-steam now, because it's pretty warm in there. So we're going to go up to the other plot and make a start on that front bed. Also, I didn't show in the last video at the end, I just finished off the steps. Obviously I just used the offcuts of the artificial grass just to neaten up a little bit. But I think it looks pretty good. So I've just made a start on weeding this area. Just going to finish off around the artichoke, and I'll start putting in the boarding around the edge. Trying to get this post out. 2 feet down and still going.
1 eternity later.
Just spent an hour trying to get that post out, but I think it must be down another 4 or 5 feet, because that ain't budging. So I'm gonna leave that, and then I'm gonna work on the edge boards now. So I've just finished the kind of the borders, the beds on this one. What I'm going to do is use the manure just to fill out. I'm going to put some cardboard down over the daffodils and that. But I need to level out the pathway on the other side as well, and then fill in the hole. It's literally ladybug central here. They're all at it, all bonking each other. But now just trying to weed out and get much as possible the bindweed. So I've just got this little bit to weed. Some of the bindweed roots are stuck underneath the bulbs. And then I'll just do a nice layer of manure on top as well, just to finish it off and give it some fertility. Because this soil was quite stony underneath and that, so it needs some goodness in there.
3 days later.
Good morning. So this is about 3 days after the last video when we built the raised bed over there. I've just come up just to literally water in these sweet peas and that, because we've had no rain for the last, well, probably a good week or two now, and all the seedlings need it. So just trying to dual record, so you're probably going to get quite a lot on my double chin during this process. But yeah, I just popped up because I had to water my neighbour's polytunnel because he's gone away, so I water that throughout the week as well for him. But the weather's not been too bad actually, heat wise at least. Blooming mealworms have fallen from the bird feeder into the butt. Extra bit of nutrition there. I would fill it up with the tap, but it takes a day and an age. I'm just going to see the carrots. Problem with these carrots, I haven't been really on top of the watering. They dried out, I think. So I'm probably going to end up covering them. Hopefully they'll be alright. 1 second before I get myself soaking wet. Yeah, nothing's come up yet with these. It does say 7 to 10 days. It's been a good week or so. And then the spring onions, which are only in half of this. The strawberries as well. And then we'll go and check out the other polytunnel. I'm going to put you down because it's quite hard to water and film at the same time. Just check the greenhouse. Don't think there's any activity on the sturgeons or sweet peas. Just go to show you actually, these little cloches keep it quite moist, but it does. Ones that don't have it dry out really quick. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm just trying to pump this blooming thing. Got this from Amazon for the sweet peas. Well, not sweet peas, but just in general seedlings. That's a bit too harsh. That's better. Yeah, it just doesn't disturb the seeds as much. Hopefully by the end of the week they should be popping up, because the ones that I've sown at home at the same time started to come up. Well, obviously it's naturally warmer because what's that? I reset that last time, so it went down to -3 since Tuesday at one point. 48 when that sun comes out. I need to get a automatic window opener for this one as well. Right, they're quite damp on the inside, so I'm not worried about those. Right, let's go and check the polytunnel. So, just going to come in and check all these seedlings. Make sure everything's okay. None of the mice have breached in at all. Looks all good. Some things need a bit of water. Those sweet peas. Right, let me take off the rest of these lids and then I'll get back to you. So, just come into the polytunnel. So, what we got? Got some summer glow sweet corn. Some are popped up early. Hopefully the rest will come up. Some places are a bit dry, so it's probably why they've not all come up. And then what we got in this one, Got some extra early sweet coming up there. Oh, it's getting a bit breezy. Shut you down. Obviously we've got some sunflowers. Some of the cucumbers, the early ones, are coming up. And we've got some gummy bear sunflowers as well. Not looking too bad. Obviously these are the mishap sweet pea / sunflowers. So I don't actually know what sunflowers these are now. So they could be giants or they could be red, white, anything really. Little dorets, dwarf ones. And we've got the Miss Mars in here. So looks like fairly good germination. Probably a few spots where it's a bit dry. I'm going to give them good water. Now these ones I'm looking quite forward to. And it looks like 99%, apart from that one on the end there, have germinated. But these are the Pro Cut White. So they're a little bit different. So they should be quite nice. And I've got quite a few packets of these, so this is the first batch. And then these ones were sown about 2.5 weeks ago now. So they've been surviving the cold snaps. And they survived the mouse, because he hasn't been in. Actually some sweet peas, more sweet peas. Got some sweet corn here, but that was sown last week, so that won't be up until the following week. And then I think in here, if I can get the lid off, and if I can't get this lid off, then the mice can't. 1 second. And then we've got some tomatoes. So these were originally sown on the windowsill at home, but they were getting a little bit leggy. So these are money maker from this lot, and then these three are the Gigantimals. Be interesting to see if they actually grow that size. But yeah, got quite a few different varieties of tomatoes on the go. So I'm hoping to put some outside as well. Bit of trial and error. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to water these in and then I'll get back to you. So that is all them watered and sealed back up. Just popped the sweet corn in there as well because I know Mr. Micey. But what I really need to do is tidy all this. So I've got to sow a lot more seeds, so I need to probably put the shuttle trays down and just give it a good old zhuzh about. Get that done. These are the chives that were, well, I'll insert some photos because obviously the lady before, she planted all chives down the pathways. So obviously that's next door's plot now. But we were like dividing up and spreading because I think, well, obviously I've read up the chives do deter the pests. So they look quite pretty. So I'll insert a photo of all them in like bloom as well. But yeah, so on the next video I will finish off this raised bed and then we'll get the rest of the grass down. And then probably have to start getting some more wood chip as well to fill up all these side paths. And this one down here as well. Need to start prepping the bed for the sweet corn, which will be going in here. And yeah, wood chip all around here. And I think I said in one of the previous videos, I'm going to turn this into a fruit area. Thompson Morgan are doing a spring saver off, and they had some apple trees for like £4. Some like 3-foot ones, grafted ones. So I might stick a couple here on the end, and then I'll do a couple of rows because I've got some raspberries coming as well. Ooh. So we've got no sign of the potatoes as of yet. And that. Same with this one, but I should imagine they're going to start to appear soon. But again, it hasn't rained that much. So it is quite damp underneath, because when I've dug through, that cardboard's retaining quite a lot of moisture. So if it doesn't have a decent shower over the next few days, I might give them a little bit of water as well, because this mistake I done last year was when I had potatoes here, didn't water them enough. And some were fine, some were a little bit small, but they start getting that scab as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you get scab from when obviously intermittent watering. But I'll probably insert something here about scab. But yeah, no sign of the carrots. I need to try and get some perspex or some kind of sheeting to put over this just to retain the moisture. So I'll have a look at that as well. I think there might be some perspex at the back there, to be honest. But yeah, I just need some kind of like greenhouse sheeting. My grape is just starting to bud again, which is good, so it survived. Also trapped a stick there. And I just got like a little Montana climbing up here as well. But yeah, I really need to sort this back area out, so that'll probably be its own devoted video for that. And I think eventually, money wise, unless by miracle I can get a shed for free, put a shed at the back here, but I'm going to put slabs and that. I'm very hesitant of getting a shed up on this one, because the amount of break-ins that we keep getting, like obviously I know I've got the one on that one down there, but you know, it just seems a bit of a target. Like obviously I know I've got the greenhouse and that, which obviously you can see right through, so there's nothing of value in there. I'm going to stop waffling, shut this video off, because I need to finish it off from the other day, because I never did. So I will see you on the next one, where we'll be finishing off this one hopefully, and then don't know, wherever the allotment takes me. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.